Long time no talk to. Hello, everyone. Let's wait for some people to get in here, make sure we're live. And I will fill you in for why I haven't really been live lately. KP, how are you, stranger? Good to see you. I'll be on for an hour, so if you can keep time unless another moderator comes in. But how are you? How's the weather there? Jeez, this hair. Okay, can you hear and see me okay? This mob's a mess. Cool after that storm. Yeah, how did you make out? Did you get the tornado? 5x5 means you can hear me, right? Am I catching on to that? Oh, I hope the tornado skipped over you. No issues. Oh, thank God. I have the window open over here. I'm telling you, we've been in the high 60s today, and then suddenly this wind came on, and it is just, I feel like we've been dealing with severe winds for like the last month. It's a few of the reasons for why I wasn't live as loud and clear. I know, I think Paul explained that to me, and I was trying to remember. Hello from Sydney, Australia. Hello. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, as I was saying, I have the window open. Let me tell you, the wind here is crazy. I went with my sons to a place called Mr. Wish last night. He asked me to go. And I went, and it's like these types of drinks. I know I went to one on Street Road with Jay, but I didn't know what I was doing. And my son was like, oh, come on, let's go on an adventure. I'll teach you all about it or whatever. Loved it. And then we went back tonight. I treated this time. So I got this thing right here. I wanted to show you before I finished it. It's like, I guess part coffee and part tea. And I got outside. It was so windy. I had this sweater on, kid you not, which is still kind of damp, and most of it spilled all down it from the wind. But that's okay because I have a backup. I forget what this is called, but this is amazing. This is like my second one. But yeah, so they didn't have any of the Bobos, I guess they're called. They're like those black things that are in there. They were out because it was like a half an hour before they closed. Tonight was my idea. Last night it was my son Jared's. 11 people, please hit the thumbs up on your way in or way out. Greatly appreciate it. So I had to put this on my jacket because, I mean, I wiped it off with soap and water. My niece gave me this sweater. Like, I think she was here last Saturday. Not this Saturday, Saturday before from Maryland. And the door was flying and it spilled pretty much down the sweater. So I had to put this on. But hello, everyone. Anyone that's stalking, watching, smash the thumbs up button. But hello, hello. Whereabouts in the world are you based? States or Canada? I'm in the States in Pennsylvania. And you're Australia, right? Yeah, I think it said Australia. But welcome in. Well, hello, Ed. Is that Ed, Whistletop Homestead? Yes, I think it is. I know. I thumbs up, but it's not showing. Really? That's crazy. But if everybody can hit the thumbs up, it really helps the channel out a lot. So, Amy B, I'm in Pennsylvania. Also, hello, Amy. Welcome in, welcome in. It's just, you know, you're just getting in here. My son turned me on to Mr. Wish up here, which are like these crazy different like teas with fruits and all. Last night I had this one. I forget what it's called, but I got it again tonight. And I had like a mango one. Let's see. Oh, Oklahoma. Hello, Carrie. Did you just get hit with the tornado? I hope not. You can never remember my name, laugh out loud. What do you mean I can't remember your name? You constantly change your channel, Ed. What was I going to say? Yeah, I was reading about all the hurricanes. Oh, cool. I'm in Australia. Yes, I was in Los Angeles a couple years ago. Oh, really? How'd you like that? I'm getting hit by the sun older. Shiny soon. No to the her. No, but here lots of towns had fires. Oh no, Carrie. What is it? Ryan Hall, y'all? If you're not subscribed to, I don't know if you can hear our winds here tonight. Awful. It's been like this for hours now. That's some of the reason why I wasn't live the last few Sundays, because it would either knock out the internet. Power was going out quite a bit, more than usual, even during the day, so that screwed up that. But yeah, Ryan Hall, y'all, is a weather channel, and he tells you everything. We got hit with a storm a few hours ago and have been without power since 3 o'clock this afternoon. Oh no. See, that happened. Let me see. So last week I didn't post it. I posted the video last week. It was the week before I didn't post any video because it was like electric on, electric off. I think this is the most amount of wind I've ever seen. Just constant. Even when we were like 12 degrees here, it was wind to make it feel like it was 3. And a little bit warmer, like a few days last week, in the 60s today, but then the wind kills it. So it's quite unfortunate. So we're supposed to be warmer again this week, so we'll see. Let me see. Yeah, I left it open for a little air because I caulked and it was like pretty hot. So I left the window open and now you can hear the wind whistling. Fires are not good, need the rain. Jared, what's the name of this again, hon?
It was like a snowy pink.
Snowy Pink, I think it's called, in case anybody cares.
From Mr. Wish.
Yeah, I have this one that's not wrinkled by Mr. Wish. Hi from Malaysia. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, man. That was just so I can finish having a milkshake. Why do you want it? Do you want it, hon? Just talking to my son. But hello, welcome in, welcome in. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, let me show those chips real fast. So my son likes pickle chips, and I found these at Sam's. I go to Sam's, and then I forget to do like a video on my order. I did do a video where I'm putting things already in the cabinet, so I have that coming. But fried pickles with ranch. And this is how far down he is with this big bag. Here you go, babe. But the pickle ones are really good. These are just fried pickle with ranch. I don't know what they're called, but they have these little pearls or something in here. I asked them to go a little easy on them this time. So yeah. And my son came in yesterday and got out a plate and was like, come on. Because I cook pretty much every night. And I'm like, no, just eat. And he's like, no, I've got it for both of us. And he came in with like crab legs and fried shrimp and crab cakes. And it was just really nice. And then he asked me to venture to this place here, so I did. And then we hung out last night. We made shrimp tacos, the street tacos, which the video is already on my channel if you're interested in those. The only thing we don't add is the purple onion and the cabbage because it's not like it's in any type of like dressing or anything, but they're really good. And we ate like 2 more last night. So yeah, so I'm at my son's and it's just crazy because when I go food shopping, I forget to, I guess because it's hectic with all that food, of like turning on the camera or taking you, because I go with my friend or turning the camera on in Sam's. I have to get better with that. But I did like a flyby like video of like after the effect. I probably missed stuff and all, but because I don't really like the food shop, I usually go like once a month and I'll go out like 2 days out of that month to get things that are needed here. So yeah, I got to get better with that. But I do have a weird kind of video of where things were kind of already put away. Some things were a mess in here. It doesn't matter. And I made the video, so I might upload that tomorrow. We'll see. I used to be 6 days a week on videos, and now I'm just trying to get my foot back in the door because I'm here and, you know, just got stuff going on. So how's everything in Malaysia? What is that? Giant Baba? That's amazing. You can meet people around the world doing YouTube. So if you're new here, the channel, oh my gosh, what is this? If you're new here, the channel is based off of now because of moving, like cooking and baking and probably some food hauls. It used to be gardening, but can always answer anybody's questions if you have any in regards to gardening. If I ever get to storage, I might bring over my hydroponics, like the indoor one, to just grow a few things because I want to put some herbs up here, but we'll see. Just have to get there and find it. Well, I went through HE double hockey stick since COVID. I was in a house with my friend and then had to move because he sold it in like 30 days and just stayed with a friend of mine, Thomas. And then it just all went to shit in a handbag after that. And then my son told me to come here after his ex-girlfriend moved out. So, but within the same area, this is higher up. And he just has a little place that we make do. There's a lot of people doing tarot reading, which is crazy. I want to tell them about Jesus, but then again, I don't want to be in their chat. Well, Carrie, I don't believe in that tarot reading. I just don't believe in it. I don't know. I never did. I'm not like a Bible thumper, but I'm pretty sure I saw that in there. I guess I felt like it was like a sin to do that, so I just never did it. And plus, I thought some of it was kind of fake. You know what I mean? Seven people, 4 thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up, please. What did my son say this was? Strawberry Delight? That's all right, because I have one. I did it, but I didn't know it was a sin until after I got saved. So you also saw that then, I guess? I just never did it. So yeah, so I'm usually live on Sunday nights at, usually it used to be like 9 to 11 Eastern time. And then we were getting like a lot of trolls and whatnot. Why can't people be nice? So true. I have the ones for the bottoms. Like I've been having so much dental work done. It came from an accident. I was up really high and I hit this side. And I remember going to like this dentist, real old guy, kind of mean, and he was like, you're lucky your jaw wasn't wired shut by like 2 centimeters or something. I just didn't believe anything he said. And he said because of the blow, it was going to damage. And I was like, yeah, right, whatever. Oh, I went through a lot. But yeah, so that's that. I just have such thick skin that I just think people are ignorant and rude and it doesn't really bother me anymore. Sometimes certain things do, but when it's like medical, I just try to tune them out. Mm, 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 mm. Hello, Kathy from Michigan. How are you? Yeah, well, I mean, I've been on YouTube for a while. I think my profile says 2014, but that's not true. I think I really got active in YouTube a little before, like maybe a little bit before 2020. And once that happened, and I was still in my own place, I felt the need to be like, oh my gosh, people are going to panic. What can I do to help? So the first thing I did was like a loaf of bread so people knew how to at least make that. And then it was just me and my 2 dogs at the time. And I just did from like A to Z when it came to seeds, how you plant, how you grow. That's all on the channel. Um, Hello, CR. Welcome in. I don't know where Paul is. And there's one guy that keeps popping on that's like a little rude. Hanging in there, Kathy. Like I said, I'm usually live on Sundays, but it's just been so much. I don't understand what this is with all these winds. Even my son said it's very rare for the power to go out here. It went out during the day. It was going out on Sunday nights. I had a migraine 2 Sundays. And then my phone died. Like I don't know, the power went out during the day. My phone wasn't in good shape as it is. I've had it for some time. And you can only talk to people on speaker. And then it just went kaput. Jay took me and we went to T-Mobile and got a new phone. I got the, not by choice, but it's what the guy recommended, I guess, once he knew that I did. I was looking, I think I asked him for like the S22. I was going from the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus because I loved it, but it just was no good. I've had it for so long. And then I think he showed me a 16 and I said, I do YouTube. And he said, look at it or content creator. I said, content creator. He took me right to the S25 Plus. So I have this one. I know it's dark on the box, but it's like a blue in the back. And so far, so good. We had horrible winds here last night and today also, along with severe thunderstorms. Yeah, it was like really, really nice this morning, early afternoon. And then these winds have been crazy here most of the day, slamming the door, and it just extremely windy, which is what I was saying at the beginning of the live. My son took me to this Mr. Wish last night. I liked it so much, I told him I would treat him. And I got this little bugger. It's like tea and I guess coffee. It's supposed to have like these black things in it, but they were all out. The wind was, I was wearing this sweater right here, and the wind was so bad. I wasn't trying to have my son's car hit. My niece gave me this. I washed it. And it spilled all down it pretty much. I quick took soap and water to wipe it off, but I lost most of it down my sweater, so. And I've never had this one before. Pretty sweet in the beginning, but I guess once I mixed it, not so much. But maybe if it was like earlier in the day, I would do it. Because I think it's espresso and tea. I don't know. I've never done it before. But this is the best one yet. This one. I had this one last night. My son treated me to this, and he treated me to a mango one, which is in the fridge. I've been sipping on that. So I really wanted another one, so I told him that I would treat him this time. Because he treated me to dinner and everything last night, which was really unexpected. And we hung out, and he was just really kind and sweet. Sips on coffee. Listen, I have anxiety. I don't really do coffee after a certain time. This little bugger was $4.50, and I think this was $8. Let me see. Let's see. Even with glasses, it's hard to see. Like $8.95 for the large. So, I mean, it's still cheaper than Starbucks, and it's better for you. Yeah. Wins. But like I said, I kept the window open. I don't know if you could, yeah, you could see that the window's open. I only have it cracked because I've had my Ninja Instapot running all day. I made Mississippi beef. I recorded that. That's on my channel. I made that. And I made homemade mashed potatoes. My son wanted garlic in it and cream cheese. And we had that for dinner. So it was just kind of hot. And then I made brownies for dessert. So I had to keep the window cracked. At least we have a moderator in here because I don't know where Paul is or where Laura is. I haven't really been hearing from Laura. And, you know, don't want no BS with any crazy people. So, yeah, so that's another big reason for why I wasn't live is because I needed a new phone. I don't know how the camera looks, but anything has to be better than what I was using. But the camera that I had on my S9, my Galaxy S9 Plus, I love that camera. And I just got so used to that phone because I had it for so many years that when I upgraded before, I upgraded to the same phone. And then Jay came over when I was just freaking out. Everything was just falling apart that day. And he said, let's go to T-Mobile. So we did. And Dunka got a new phone. Thank God. I'm trying to get used to like certain things with it. Like I can't find the do not disturb button on it. But I'll get there. I know, thank God. Thank you, CR, for that. So yeah, CR, I usually make you hungry every Sunday night. Let me see. What's the difference? Let me see. I'm looking at something. Can review, remove, chat, messages. I don't know which one's what. Should I do standard? There you go, CR. In case, God forbid, somebody's not on, you can help KP out if you don't mind. So I was like writing on my community tab, like, sorry, it was ready for live, but no power or no internet. And I didn't even bother to write, you know, my phone took a dump, but got a new one. I just transferred my number over with Jay and yeah. So that was a blessing. So should we make CR hungry per usual? If you're new here, we usually talk about food. So that's what I made for dinner. Mississippi beef with the pepperoncinis. If you're interested in that recipe, it's already on the channel, or one of the moderators can post a link. And then I made the garlic cream cheese mashed potatoes and chocolate chunk brownies I made for dessert. He hasn't eaten one yet, but I'm sure he'll get to it. He's a snacker. So yes, I don't want to write the title of like unorganized food haul because everything was unorganized. But yeah, I'm gonna start bringing these along when I go to Sam's or like maybe Walmart, even if it's like these little things. Like I went to the dollar store a few weeks back with my friend John, and I was looking, I saw this hack. I don't know if you saw it. Um, I think it was on a reel. It's like this hack for your cup holders. They didn't have it in a solid black or a gray, so I had to get it in these. But you see what these are? They're facial cleansing pads. And the person's claiming that they fit right in your cup holders. So if the bottom of your cup leaks, no big deal. Or if it drips down, no big deal. You can just take these out, wash them, and keep reusing them. So I'm going to try them in my cup holders. Let me open it up and see if the other side's just solid black. What did I get there? I got 2 packs of these, 2 pairs of flip-flops. I think yarn and a needle to try to reteach myself to crochet when I'm having like issues with my anxiety, but I kind of forget how to even get it started. Because normally they'll have some yarn there at the $1.25 store, but they don't usually have the needles, and I found needles. This sucker doesn't want to open. What's up with that? Oh my gosh. Do they want you to? I'm going to open it from this side. See what happens. I don't think they want you to get into the bag. Oh yeah, so they're just like this. Because they're facial cleansing pads. But I guess because it's the tag, you can put these in your cup holders like this. And then just take them out and wash them. I'm considering knitting. Well, let me get into that. So I grabbed white. And then I found these 2 hooks. I used to just dibble in crocheting a little bit. But my anxiety's really been up lately. So I thought maybe I should do something like this. But then I forgot how to start it. Like, I really don't remember. If it's like you put the loop on the end and then start, I don't know. I'll have to look at a video. I was thinking it should be probably a loop like that, but I'm not even positive. Look at screen. You're considering knitting? I saw that. Yeah, you do start with a chain. Oh, somebody's on here that can help. Amazing. So here's my question for you. Would you make like a loop like this and pull it a little bit tighter? Casting on. Let me see. And it's probably not the best hook. I probably need a better, these are the size hooks. I was figuring I needed a bigger hook, but what do you want for the $1.25 store, right? I don't know. I was like, I should do this because it would give me something to do if my anxiety's acting up. But then once I get like this, wait, let's see if I could do it. Shock myself. Nope. All right. All right, let's see if Mel can figure this out. I was used to doing a double hook. I don't know. I think the hook is too small. I don't know, folks. Or maybe I don't have the top started right. So yeah, so that's what I got. Yes, make a loop first. Okay, and then do you put a knot in the loop? Like, should the loop be bigger? Let me take this off. Well, I guess that's not accurate, correct? Goodness gracious. I was thinking last week of maybe like YouTubing it, but then I didn't. I can braid and sew though. I can sew. I really haven't had any need to. Okay. Hard to explain. How about that kind of loop? Or do I pull it? Believe it or not, I can't even braid my own hair, but I used to do hair. Is that not weird? It's like awkward. I don't know. I remember learning before on a big hook. I know it's hard to explain. It's sad, isn't it? Let me see. Oh, I think. Oh, I think. Let me see. Hang tight, folks. I did it. I did. I did two little. See that? Okay. The loop needed to be bigger. Okay. So yeah, I figure I'll do this when, because I've been having a lot of like, I don't know, just weird things going on physically. I do know that this loop needs to be bigger. Look at that. I guess that's a start. It's just a single stitch, but so I got that for $1.25. $1.25 store with an extra hook, but I really think I need the bigger one. I have faith you will get it. Thank you, Kathy. So yeah, something to do. So yeah, I figured I would share this little hack that someone told me about, and then I saw a reel on it. I wish they were black or like solid gray, but I don't know if anybody can find them at the $1.25 store. But it made sense though. There's times I get drinks and they leak. So I could just take them out and wash them. They're reusable. Sometimes just try and wonderful things happen. I know. First time I went to try it, I was like, I think I'm supposed to make a knot. Not really sure. But there was a lot going on. I figured I would try it. So, but thank you for that, Kathy. Yeah, I think I did 3. So it's definitely the loop needs to be bigger. For sure. I got like a little strand going on here. How pathetic. But I'll figure it out. But thank you for that. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know what I found. I got that to ease my nerves a little bit. And got these for the car hack, 2 packs. What else did I get there? Oh, I grabbed 2 cards while I was there. St. Patty's Day card and an Easter card for my son. And I think 2 baskets, 1 for each side, so I could put stuff in it. The other hack was you get a little small basket for your middle console, and it can hold all the stuff. Mine was a little bit too wide, so next time I go there, I'll have to get a smaller one. But that was really about it. Me and my friend oh no, that's not it. Me and my friend just wanted to walk through that one because it's a bigger dollar store. Mel is keeping us in the loop, literally. Yes, literally. I thought this was amazing. Now, my friend John gave me a couple square ones. If you don't know what these are for your air fryer. And I have the Ninja all-in-one pot. I've been showing it in a lot of videos, doing like dump and goes and stuff. I just have to organize my videos better. $1.25 for 20 of them. So couldn't beat that. I have one more of my friends left because he has a square one, but he gave me a few and there's only one left. So I found the round ones to fit mine, which my son loves using that. So that'll work. That's funny, keeping you in the loop. Yeah, I got to fill you in. I haven't been on here for a few weeks. So told you about, the weather was my main reason for why I wasn't going live. And then I had a couple migraines. I used to be a migraine person all the time, and then not so much. But I have anxiety, so the doctor will say, well, drink coffee because you suffer migraines. But don't drink too much coffee because you have anxiety. I'm like, whatever. And then I really rarely get migraines, and I had 2 back to back. So that was odd. And yeah, so just trying to roll with it. It's been a lot with everything I've gone through, I think. And then, yeah, so I could pretend to be like Paul if it helps. Yeah, that would be fun, can you? So figured I would tell you some of the things that I got because I don't get out very often. So that was pretty much the $1.25 store. And then I stopped at Aldi's with my friend John before we had went to Sam's. And in case you don't know this, these are fantastic These are those organic antioxidant power juices. Let me say, I'm not wearing my regular glasses. Pomegranate, tart cherry, red grape, purple carrot, cranberry, and blueberry. If you ever see these, they're like three something a bottle, maybe like $3.39. I've already went through one bottle of this one, I think it was. But then I found this organic non-GMO. It's by Simple Nature Superfood one that has pomegranate, tart cherry, grape, strawberry, mulberry, and it says cranberry, and it looks like that. And this one is called the Superpower Organic 100% Juice. These are so good. I really wish I would have got more. I probably would have bought 4, but I bought 3. Like, meaning I would go back and get 4 more because they are so good. And I try to just, I mean, like, this is a little treat. This is healthy, but I try to stay with a clean diet. I eat a lot of Greek yogurt from Sam's. It's the live probiotic. It started off like when I had the COVID. After that was over, all I wanted was fruit. I've been addicted to fruit. I've always liked fruit, but it was like an addiction. Now I add fruit to my yogurt at night, and it's like my snack. Ugh, so good. And I do a little bit of Canadian maple syrup on the top of it. Sorry if you hear that. I don't know how to hit do not disturb on the new phone yet. So, but yeah, so what did I have? I'll do mangoes. I did mangoes and peaches the other night, drizzled with a little bit of organic maple syrup. Or I've been doing blackberries and blueberries. I'm always doing some type of fruit in the yogurt, and I devour the whole bowl. So I've been really like trying to get back on like 3 meals a day. I just can't eat in the morning. As soon as I open my eyes, I just can't eat first thing in the morning. So I try to get my 3 meals in like later, like maybe like a tuna sandwich for lunch. Then I make my son and I a really good dinner. And then I'll have the yogurt and fruit as a snack at night. And I'm still on lots of water. My niece sent me this as an early birthday gift. My birthday isn't until April the 4th, but I like Circle. I have to get more filters, of course, but she sent me this one. I thought this was pretty nice. It's the stainless steel one as an early birthday gift. So thank you to my niece, Erin, who now lives in Maryland. So they came down, not this Saturday, the Saturday before for a visit because they had to do some things around the area with his dad and things like that. But that came via mail. And I'm glad she bought it because I wouldn't have bought it for myself because it's like $30. But super cute because I bought myself a Stanley Cup and it leaks and I never get in touch with the company. Mine's in April also. Really, Kathy? I'm the 4th, April the 4th. So, yeah. But at first, when I was using this, I couldn't get it to work. And it was sounding like a seal. And she's like, oh my gosh, what is that? I said, it's the cup. So she came the next day and she fixed it. Oh, you're the 20th? Gotta love us Aries. Are you still considered an Aries on the 20th of April? Yeah, so the 4th of April is my birthday. I lost my dog, Sophie, last year with that whole thing that happened Easter night. But technically, that would have been considered Monday. It was like 12 o'clock at night. I lost my other little dog, so. Oh, borderline. One isn't bad. Yeah, I can't see people doing it. They have cabinet fulls of Stanley Cups. It's ridiculous. When I got mine, it had a scratch in it. and I went to call them, and it's bogus because they say it doesn't leak. Not true. It does absolutely leak. Ask me how I know, because one spilled down my shirt in Sam's. And I was with Debbie at the time. She was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's only water." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's the first time that I put um, like pink lemonade in it. And then it doesn't fit my cup holder. It always falls. This one I haven't tried in my cup holder yet, but I'm going to. But yeah, I love it. I had the two plastic ones. One's a 40 ounce, and I think one's a 20 ounce, BPA free. I was drinking a lot of water off those circle bottles, and this one's stainless steel, and she knows that I like that. But my Stanley's up on the thing. Oh, and my straw had a small crack in it, and they never answer their phone, that company. Never. So I wouldn't buy another one if you paid me. But yeah, having 50 Stanley cups or tumblers, that's crazy. I would never do that. Like Jay proved the point. I got a Stanley. He came over with like a real reasonable, like blue one. And I was like, no, I'm getting a Stanley. It was on sale, of course, because I would never. And his didn't leak. I don't think it fell out of my cup holder either, but my Stanley did. I think I forgot to tell him that my straw had a crack in it. So yeah, I think the company's lousy. They don't pick up. Somebody like a Ninja company, because I love their products. They're affiliated with Shark. You call them, immediate service. I had a new food processing bowl out at my house the next day before 12 noon. Now that's good business. Paul would say something right there, right here, I think. He would. He would. If you're wondering who we're talking about, it's my other moderator, Paul Honeyman from England. He's a freshie. He likes to come on and make everybody laugh, and he says some perverted things, but it's all in good humor. And everybody knows Paul said, don't take anything serious that he says. But he's a wonderful person. And yeah. Rattle trap fishing. Holy canoodles. Long time no see. How are you, buddy? The snack tray too. Left that on. But yeah, real quick before I put these back. So if you want a really good, superfood type of drink, way to go. Right here. Let me not cover up the thing. I'm going to guess and say $3.49. I know you forgot me. You forgot me. I went through hell and back. Now I'm at my son's. And then this antioxidant power one, which I've had this one multiple times, and I love this one. This one's a new one, so I'll have to try it and let you know what I think. But $3.49 Aldi's worth it. So yeah. And then great big shout out to my niece for the great circle. I think it's a little goofy because the filter goes on the top. But I'm pretty sure this is my last filter, so I have to get to Wally World, which is Walmart for me. And try to get some more filters. I need some. Let's see. Where, Kathy, did you tell me where you were from already? If you see me chew while I'm sucking on this, it's because it has those things in it. Pearls, is that what they call it? I don't know. I'm new to this one. I think it's pearls, I think Jared said, but it's really good. How's everything been? Rattle trap? Baba, thank you. Hi, Brook Trout. How are you, my friend? I've missed you. Well, the Baba is the beans for this one, which I was telling everybody in the beginning. This was tea and coffee mixed. I didn't know that. And they didn't have any of those dark things, which was okay because most of it spilled down my sweater because of the wind here. But interesting. But my son treated me last night to this one and I loved it. So I treated tonight. So I'm new to that game. It's Mr. Wish here. Natural, healthy, and fresh. My daughter made them a few times. Oh, really? I know it probably. This one I'm curious about. I'm going to guess. I think this was espresso and tea, but I'm not sure the kind of tea. I don't know if they were using green tea or like a gray tea. It can't be that hard to figure out. It had barely any sweetener to it, and I guess a little touch of milk. But I guess I'm that person. I'll research it until I figure it out. Brown sugar and tapioca. Really? I don't like tapioca pudding, so I don't know. But yeah, so new to me. But this one so far, I'm a fan favorite of. Look at all that fruit. It's delish. Been a few weeks is right. So you're a little late, so I'll quick repeat it. A lot of windstorms here that was knocking out the internet. Then it started knocking out the electricity. And then my phone took a poop. And Jay took me to T-Mobile and I got the Galaxy S25. I'm no longer a Galaxy S9 Plus. So thankful. It's like the power went out here morning or something like that. I don't know. They were redoing wires for the internet in the area, which then knocked the electricity out, but everybody was getting emails that it might damage your stuff, and then my phone was done. So I was kind of freaking out that day. And yeah, Jay took me to T-Mobile, and I asked them if they had the S22 or the 23, and he said no. And then he walked me over to the S16, and all I said to him was, I do YouTube. And he said, watch it, or are you a creator? And I said, I'm a creator. And he took me right over to the S25 Plus. So, can't really say on the box the color, but it's like a blue in the back. Not that that really matters. So I'm just trying to get used to some of the settings, and I don't know where the Do Not Disturb button is. I still have to find that. But I learned where the power button is, because your power button isn't on the side of the phone, it's inside the phone. So I learned where that was because of Fred, my niece's husband. Kathy says, have a good night, everyone. I have to get my grandbabies to bed. Oh, nice chatting with you. Smash the like button all. Thank you, Kathy. It was great having you here. Feel free. Have lots of videos you could watch, or, subscribe. Would love to have you. And thanks for the information. I appreciate it, even if that was mortifying, but it was nice meeting you. Thanks for coming in. Greatly appreciate. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And then 2 migraines, Brooke Trout, so you're all caught up. Been subbed for a long time. Really? Thank you. Appreciate it. If anyone can run my videos, I would greatly appreciate it, because I've only been posting a video once a week. So, would be much obliged. So just wrapping up with the Brook Trout thing. So 2 Sundays I had a migraine back to back, and yeah, now you're up to speed. You know what they say, when it rains, it pours, right? So, how's Laura? I have no idea. I don't hear from her via text. I don't hear from her phone. And I guess with the few weeks of me having to be off of YouTube because of situation, I don't know. Maybe through my husband's channel years ago. Oh, Iron Dog. Really? That's pretty possible. The name really rings a bell. But thank you, Kathy. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you here more often. And yeah, have fun with your grandbabies and have a great week. Be here next Sunday at 9. I will be back on track. Walt, yeah. I can't to spring into gardening here. I can't wait for spring. You're welcome, Night All. Good night, Kathy. CR, you can't wait for gardening. Is that what you meant to say? Our gardens are doing pretty good. Well, that's good. What do you got going on, Brook Trout? I don't know. It's a real bummer that I can't garden again this year, but what are you going to do? Our garden's doing pretty good. Was so excited I forgot a word. Laugh out loud. That's okay. It happens to the best of us. It looks so pretty. I don't feel like mixing it in, but we will mix it in. So yeah, this will be a once in a while treat. So good. So what you got growing, Brook Trout? My Poochie's over there sleeping. She's snoring. I had an interesting little visit. What was it, like 2 weeks ago now on a Monday? I think it's that stalker of mine from Florida. Somebody made up some far-fetched story. What was it? Dangling a dog out the window that was nappy with an ear infection. So the woman came in, met her, and she's like, yeah, she's good. And of course I told Jarrett, and he has his suspicions on who it was, but also dealt with that bull crap. Lots of stuff. Tomatoes and peppers doing great. Lots of different lettuce, all the herbs. Okay, cabbage, broccoli. Nice. Lots of onions. Good. So you're going to be, wait, is this considered your summer garden? Because I know the seasons are different for you because it's going to be getting super hot there. Like, well, the peppers will love it with the severe heat as long as they don't get burned. And if you just keep like cutting the lettuce this way and letting it go, it'll keep going as long as it's in the shade. Surprised the rabbits haven't disintegrated. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting because you always have problems with the rabbits. Insane. And your weather's been okay there? Because I did hear something about possible hurricanes are headed to Florida. I'm like, that's awful early for that, isn't it? Okra does well with the heat. Okra, peppers do good with the heat. The lettuce won't. And you'll have to get your brassicas harvested before the heat, obviously. You know that. But I'm hoping maybe to get into storage and get that indoor like growing thing. We'll see. I have to see how it's going to play out here. Because initially he was talking about possibly moving. So we'll see. But my plants that Jay got me are doing good. I had to adjust the sticks on a few so it would kind of hold it up, you know, a little bit straighter. I had one that blew over from the wind, I got those wood chips all over, but I cleaned it up. Been beautiful lately. Barely rained here. Nasty stuff north of me. Yeah, a lot of down south and stuff like that's getting all those hurricanes. I think I saw Arkansas, Missouri, and I don't know because I haven't really got to see like too much today. When I did turn on the TV, I only turned it on. Does anybody else watch The Eagle's Nest? The poor little baby died. Oh, so yeah, I watch the Eagles in their nest every day. I check in on them. Maybe like when I get up in the morning, maybe because I don't have the TV on that often, maybe once late in the afternoon. And if it's not on in the afternoon, then I'll watch two at night, see how they're doing. Reusing wooden forks to prop the onions better. Wooden forks to prop the onions. You mean you have them in a tray? Yours aren't already planted out, right, CR? Because you can trim them. Give them a haircut before they go outside, and they'll do fantastic. But if you mean in the ground, you're going to use a fork to hold the stem up, yeah, you can do that. I didn't. I just made a hole and pushed it in there and went like that, pinched it, and it kind of stood up pretty well. You got to watch the birds. Don't pull them out, but I didn't have a problem with that. But that's a good idea, though. Inside, still snow outside. Yeah, I thought so. Well, don't forget to give the onions a haircut. Don't let them go out where they're like real long. Just cut them and then it's easier to separate them and all. We have another eagle's nest on the walkway trail right by our house. Oh, really? Do you know which one I'm talking about? I think it's Big Bear Lake in California. They had a blizzard 3 nights this week. And the last one that hatched is what they're calling like egglet number 3. It looked like he got caught on the dad's talon in the back, but it rolled back in. But then they showed another aspect of it because it had so much snow on it. She couldn't even feed them. She just had to lay on them after they hatched. That one hatched a little bit later. But I couldn't watch today because you can see more into the hole, which is what they were saying. Like, you know, you have to wait for some of the snow to move so we can see what's going on. What happened to the egglet number 3? It was in there, but she also got stuck. She got stuck to the mom and rolled back into the nest. So not really sure which one was deceased. But today's video, I couldn't watch it. It's the father. He took it out of the nest to clean up because you can get diseases and stuff. And I think he was about to eat it, and I can't watch that. I saw some eagle nests, not sure where they are. California, up in the mountains. And there was a blizzard 3 nights in a row this past previous week. So she was just trying to sit on those babies and keep them warm, you know. But it's been on the news. It's been everywhere because everybody was so upset about this little baby being missing because nobody could find it. But it was present at 6 o'clock. So very sad, but it's also, you know, the way the cookie crumbles sometimes with Mother Nature, because Mother Nature can be pretty cruel. And I was talking about these. Anybody that's listening in from the $1.25 store, it's the only color I could get. It was a hack for your cup holders in your vehicle in case your cup drips or you spill a little bit. You don't have to constantly keep wiping out like I do. You just put these in and then you can just take them out and wash them. They're the facial cleansing pads from the dollar store for $1.25. And you can put them in your cup holders. So that was the last thing I forgot to tell Brooke. So yeah. What else? So that's kind of what's been going on for why I haven't been on. So let's talk about some food real quick. What's the last video I just uploaded? If you haven't seen it, please watch. I'm trying to think which one. Oh, I did dry mixes. I did brownie mix, and I did, you know, the corn. No, geez, I'm gonna have a brain fart. Like the cornbread, so that it's already made up, so that if somebody wants it, you can quick make it, and it's there, plus you don't have to buy it. I did the shake and bake for pork chops prior to that. I will put that in the folder for like dry mixes, and I did the big pancake mix one that's already out there. But I tested a recipe. I wanted to make hamburger helper from scratch. You're not hungry? So I made hamburger helper from scratch. Jared and I had it. He thought it was great. And then I gave some to my friend John, and he thought it was out of this world. So I'll call that the test recipe. And now I'm going to make it at some point this week, and I'll upload that. And then I have a creamy orzo. I wasn't planning on making it that Friday, but I made it that Friday. But just messed with the recipe. I'm going to make my official recipe for a meal. You know, you'll get some leftovers out of that too. It's like creamy orzo, has Parmesan cheese, spinach, kale. It's just great. Tomatoes, little like cherry tomatoes. This time I'm going to do it with a chicken cutlet and fan it out. So I do have that coming for you. And yeah, so I tested both of those recipes, and now I can make it to share it with you. Give it 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you'll be hungry, right? So yeah, it turned out excellent. I had my friend John come over to pick some up. I don't know if Jay had a hamburger helper. I don't remember. But I gave some to my older friend John, and when I called him like the next day or later that night to be like, hey, what's your opinion? What did you think of it? He said, oh my gosh, that was better than any box stuff, Mel. That was amazing. And I was like, really? So that will be coming to the channel. And I got to get Jared to turn the internet back on my laptop because I have to organize folders. I'm going to put like dry mix folder, you know. But this is making hamburger helper, not making like the dry mix for it. No, I'm going to make straight up hamburger helper. I tested the recipe, I was like, I'm determined to figure out how to make a really good hamburger helper. And it came out really good. I even ate it. But the creamy orzo, whole next level. I did make it for Jay, and he said restaurant quality, so that's a compliment. I don't know how I feel about those things that float around in here. They're like little gels, like pearls. Because I don't know what the health benefit is to it. So yeah. So hamburger helper coming. Creamy orzo, which you will love. I know I did a lasagna way back, but I might pull off a different lasagna. That'll be coming, or stuffed shells, because I have a whole big thing of ricotta. I think they're weird. Me too. I don't think I've had the boba ones, but these pearl ones, I guess is what they call them. I just don't know what the point of them are. I have no idea because I'm new to the game. Like I've never tried matcha or anything like that. So my son said, you want to go on a venture, which was last night. It was really sweet. He was down that way. He went to Dom's Seafood. He picked up crab legs and fried shrimp. And he was like, oh no, I got the wrong crab cake. He's putting out an extra plate. And I'm like, no, just eat. And he's like, no, I got it for both. It was so sweet. I felt like I had a date with my son, which I loved it. So we had that. And then he said, "You want to go on a venture?" And I was like, "Okay." And we went to this place, but it's not where I thought it was. And so we went there, and then we hung out. Because he missed it the day the rocket went off, and I wanted him to see the way it came back to Earth and landed straight. So yeah, so he watched that, and then he's got the new MLB game. He got it Thursday night, I think, when it came out. So he's been playing that, enjoying himself. And then last night he came out. He's like, "You in a mood for some shrimp street tacos?" I was like, "Are you ready?" Because that's initially what I was going to make for dinner. And he said, "Yeah." And we made them together last night. I think I ate two, and then I was out like a light because my sleep has been screwed up. It's either I'm waking up when it's pitch dark out in the morning and I can't get back to sleep. Sometimes I might be able to fall back to sleep for like, I don't know, half an hour, but it was like when the time changed, I thought it was 4:30 in the morning. Apparently I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and just stayed awake for the whole gosh darn day. And then I had a migraine that night. But yeah, anywhere between like 4 and 6, I'm usually up. And so I think after those two tacos and the excitement of everything, I was out like a light. I was just tired because I'm just dealing with some stuff physically. So yeah. So my Mississippi beef is still in the pot from when we had dinner. And I guess my friend was supposed to come over for dinner, but he was like, "Oh, I changed my mind." I'm like, "Well, then you should have called me and told me." Yep, exactly, because I had a terrible migraine last Sunday. Like my head was killing me. I said, I think Jay texted me and I'm like, "I'm going to bed." So that would have been like my second or third migraine, like within a month, and I don't really get like that. But yeah, so here I'm thinking it was 4:30 and might have dozed off for like another half an hour. And here it was 3:30 and I technically was up from 4 on. And I think it was like about 5 o'clock. I just had this faint, weird headache, and then it, you know, went into something else. So yeah. So just from the minimal amount of people that are on here right now, if I could ask you for, let me see, how do I say this? Which one would you prefer to see first? Do you want to see the homemade hamburger helper first? So you can put first or second, or would you like to see the orzo, the creamy orzo, which is so nutritional? Would you like to see that one be the first video of this week? Which one do you want first? Homemade hamburger helper, not out of a box, and the creamy orzo. It has spinach and basil and tomatoes, and oh my gosh, I made that one Friday for me and Jay. I only took a quarter. I gave him a whole bowl. And even switching the recipe up, it was so good. The protein that I made for that test tasting was shrimp because, again, I didn't know I was making it, so I just yanked it out of the freezer. But if I was to do it again, I would do it with a chicken cutlet. Eat before watching. You know that, CR. The creamy thing, says Brooke Trout. So the creamy orzo. I've never ever heard a hamburger helper. Well, I never grew up on it. It comes in a box, and apparently all you do is cook ground meat and throw it in. There's so many preservatives and chemicals you can't even pronounce on that box. And I'm not being ignorant or rude. I just didn't grow up on that. And people used to call it like poor man's food or whatever. I don't know. But I mean, I've obviously seen it in stores, and I was just like, I want to do something different, go outside the box and see if I can recreate, and that's what I picked. And then my orzo I used to make back in the day, and it was so good that night, but I did it with shrimp as the protein, but you can put whatever protein you want. Brooke's saying he's getting hungry now too. Okay, so never heard of the hamburger helper, so it's like noodles, ground beef, cheese. Well, at least how I did it. Mine would blow any box out of the water. So just wanted to see which one you would prefer to see this week so I could put it in my meal plan. I worked with a guy that would have it 3-4 times a week. Yeah, I was with somebody who was married before, and he said he used to tell his ex-wife, like, his wife then, I work too hard to be eating, like, I work too hard and I make too much money to be eating crap food like that. So I don't know, it was like a challenge to me to see if I can make it. I tried it in the box years ago, and then something dawned on me when I had time on my hands here, like, wonder if I could recreate that and make that really, really good and easy for people to just want to make that from scratch at home. That's really what it came down to. You know, it's that clean eating thing again. So anyway, you can call it creamy chicken orzo. I just didn't test the recipe with the chicken. I did it with shrimp with Jay, and he said it was restaurant quality, so that's a compliment. So I guess one day this week I will make that. And then, I don't know, then I guess I'll come at you with the homemade hamburger helper, either one. But I will say this, you get a good bit of leftovers. So if you need to take lunch in for work, both of them would be ideal. And pretty affordable, you know, to make, put it in your meal plan or something like that. Like there was still a bowl left over. I don't think my friend John got any to try that, because it got a little hectic here. But yeah, I sent things over to my friend John to either taste test it, because he is picky. And if he doesn't like something, he will tell me he doesn't like it. And when I called him, like, oh, sorry, John, forgot to call you. What did you think of that hamburger helper? He's like, oh my gosh, that was out of this world, because obviously he used to eat that. He knows exactly. And he said, that was phenomenal. So I'll have those 2 recipes coming at you. And I don't know how to handle things here. It's like, do I bring you along and like what I do during the day, or, you know, I have to clean out all the cabinets in the kitchen from food shopping. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. For now, it's just going to be cooking and baking videos. But I did say before I would try to get to two videos a week. Let's just stay with 1 video a week for now, and being live on Sunday nights. Let's start off with that and see how I feel, because my body's just been going through something. And I've been going through stuff, so. That's crazy. You would eat that 3-4 times a week. Well, if it's the homemade version, I could see that, but the box version, yuck. They have it in they have like a cheeseburger kind. I'm just making hamburger helper. And then they have like I think a stroganoff, but I would like to make that eventually just homemade. I'm trying to go back into my old repertoire and make things that I used to make that kind of missing. So I've got to get these recipes out before it becomes like too heavy. Like it'll get hot and then won't be hungry for that kind of thing. I've been doing a video a week too heavy. I have to get over there. Sometimes at night, like I have to grab my phone if I wake up because I'm getting hot. And I just end up going through reels, and I don't really do the shorts. So yeah, I'll have to come over there and I can go through all the videos probably fairly quickly. Or if I'm waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, I try to grab my phone and I'll go on there and just try to look. I'll listen to a podcast and hope I can fall back to sleep, but that does not always happen. So that's what's going on here. New phone. So was it last week? I went out like Tuesday and Wednesday. That was a lot, because I don't like the food shop. So I tried to get it all done in one day, but I had to go 2 days. So yeah, I had to deal with animal people. So, you know, stalker, you know who you are. Phone broke, had to get a new phone. Thank you, Jay. Went to the dollar store and got these. I will try them out and let you know if that hack works. This, just to reteach myself, see if I could do it, but I think I need a bigger crochet needle and some more yarn. And yeah. And I want to get to Aldi's again for some more of these healthy drinks. Oh, you're working on your vids? Yeah. Like I said, I have to get on my laptop. I have to get it. Are they still warm, hon? He's like, probably not. Just take another big spoon out of the thing. Yeah, I still have dishes to do, and I put a lid over our mashed potatoes because we just ate not that long ago. How was your drink, Jarrett?
Good.
Which one did you have again?
Like a strawberry fruit tea.
My son got a strawberry fruit tea. So, yeah, he treated last night. Mom treated tonight. I love it. But, yeah, so that, huh?
Is it still in there?
Yeah. So I have dishes I still have to do. I have to put my son's getting actually another dinner. Just turn it up. The lid could probably drip everywhere. It's still in the Ninja Pot. The Mississippi beef, that video is on the channel. Go check it out. Easy peasy. You can start it the night before. The last time I made it, I dropped a jar of pepperoncinis and it was really spicy and gave my son indigestion. This time I tried to hold on to them.
It was so like zesty.
He said it was so zesty. So yeah, it was too much. But I told him last night, I was like, yeah, because I accidentally, like the jar just slipped out of my hands and it was the already like sliced pepperoncinis and it was too much. You're supposed to do between 6 and 8 peppers in there. So I had one on my end tonight and I just used the trick that Jared did, just cut it with scissors and it was like perfect. I thought it turned out well. Again, so it's something good to put on a Saturday night, then you have it ready for dinner on Sunday. All you have to do is make potatoes like I did. This time I did cream cheese and garlic mashed potatoes and we just put it over it. And now he's going to have his second dinner because he's a grown boy. But
I'm grown.
Yeah, you're grown.
I'm not growing anymore.
Who
The only
knows?
thing that can grow now is my belly.
I said you're a grown boy still. He's like, I'm not going to grow. I'm grown. The only thing that could grow is my belly. And you have to turn it the other way. Sometimes the Ninja lid doesn't go all the way on. You have to like push down, then turn it. So that's a little annoying sometimes, but love that machine. That's really came in handy on a pinch, you know? So yeah, check out the Mississippi beef if you have not seen that video. Would you highly recommend it, Jared? What would you give it, a 1 to 10?
Probably 8.
He would give it an 8. So like I said, if you can get it together, I was going to do it last night, but
I can't eat it that often, but it's good though.
Yeah, he doesn't want to eat it that often. Like, wouldn't be something I would make like a couple weeks. But I bought 2 big, it came in a pack of 1 if you know Sam's. The chuck roast, I think the thing was like $37. So it came with 2 big pieces. I cut it in half and it gave me 4 pieces because it's he and I, unless somebody comes over for dinner. But yeah, so I can make it 4 times in a month if I wanted to. But like he said, he doesn't want to eat it all the time. So maybe like once every 2 weeks. But it's so good, super easy. You can put it in your Instapot or a crock pot even. Start it on Saturday night because the longer you cook it, the better it is. And don't add it. You don't need any liquid for it. It's absolutely amazing. Paul would say something here, I think. He would. But see, I definitely will come over there and binge watch. And Brooke Trout, did you get any videos up yet, my friend? Because I can swim by and check them out. So yeah, so I have some dishes to do. I have the fridge here is packed. And I reorganized it. I got a lot of like fresh vegetables, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, spinach. So it's taking up a lot of room. But I have to fit mashed potatoes in there. And we still have the beef going. It's just on warm. Do you have Instapot? I have the all-in-one Ninja Pot. It's in a lot of my videos. I'm looking over because it's sitting over there. It has a pressure. It has like a... Hold on. Let me get up a second. And I'll just say it louder so you can hear me. But it has the air fryer. It has the pressure. It has saute. It has slow cook. It has a sear. It has a steamer. So yeah, it's like, well, let me say a broil, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8, 9 functions to this Ninja. It's the Ninja all-in-one. And then it has the air fryer to it. And I love it because when I first got here, he only had one frying pan and one red pot. So that really came in a pinch. But I do have a regular Instapot. I think John bought it for me for Christmas. That's the Pioneer Woman limited edition. That's in storage. I figured out how to do it. I only do shorts, mostly dumb stuff. That's all right. I'll watch dumb stuff. I'll come over and check them out. I don't think to ever do shorts. And believe it or not, there's sometimes I'm doing stuff here and I'm like, huh, should I have recorded that? I don't know. Life's just different and I'm just unsure is really what it is. Like I just made an amazing protein bowl like last week and never even thought to turn on the camera. I don't know. I just have to get with it. So yeah. And then for the brownie mix and the cornbread mix that I just posted, if you could please go watch it, I made brownies for dessert tonight and never turned on the camera to be like, okay, this is the mix and here's the brownies. But I can show you, I'm the one who took one out of the middle. I can guarantee on that. Let me show you the brownies. Even if I make cinnamon buns, I'm always the one to take one out of the middle. Here's the brownies. The only thing I forgot to say in the mixes, like when I was telling you the instructions, is you add a half a cup of oil. But there they are. I'm the one that took that out. So, and look at them. They're fudgy and soft and ooey gooey. Yum, yum. So that is in the recipe of the dry mixes, the one that I just posted last week. Cornbread and brownie mix right there. And then you can add chocolate chips, chocolate chunks, whatever you want to do. But that was dessert for dinner, and he didn't even have dessert yet because he's eating more dinner. So let me see. Put that back. So yeah. So I have the oven light on with the brownies in there, oven off because I didn't cut them up yet to put them in a container. I want dessert now. Love cornbread brownies, also good. Yeah, I just figured that I would share it because when I did the pancake mix, they're like the bigger bulk pancake mix, so you don't have to buy the bag, you don't have to buy the box, because I bought a bag from Sam's and I didn't like it at all. So I went back to my tried and true, so that's on there, the, pantry or cabinet staple. It's the pancake one I did first, and then what I posted last week was brownies and cornbread together. And I got a little confused about I've been finding this sugar. It is the vegan 100% cane sugar, and I was seeing some dark dots in it, and I kept thinking to myself, like, is that a bug? And then I did some research, like, is it normal to see a little bit of dark pieces inside the vegan one? And it said it was, but that's all right. I threw it out and I bought fresh. So, but that's the video for last week. It's 2 in 1, the cornbread and the brownies. We make the cornbread first and then the brownies. And then I just have to go back in and, I mean, it's pretty easy to follow along, or you could just jot it down yourself, but I can write the recipe down down in the description. I haven't done that yet, but I forgot to mention when I was writing it, a half a cup of oil. But that's the brownie, so these are my proof. That's the brownie mix that I used, and it comes out great. I usually I don't buy cacao powder that often because it's not cheap. I usually use the Hershey's cocoa powder, but there's a shortage on it. When my niece was up last Saturday, she must have grabbed me 2 from every store. I think it was some supermarket down there in Maryland. I think it was 2 from like Target, I think. So Yeah, so I did look up why is there a shortage on cocoa powder, and it said due to like weather or aging trees, there could be like a bug infestation or whatever. But Hershey's cocoa powder, I need the big one, the 32 ouncer, and they couldn't find it their way, and I couldn't find it here. I want dessert now. So, well, if you use the recipe for the brownie mix, I should have made a little bit more. I think I made enough for 2 or 3 pans of brownies. But honestly, like if you're gonna pull out the stuff, make it enough so that you can make 6 pans of brownies whenever you want. Because sometimes 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'll be like, "Can you make me brownies?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And that's what made me want to do that. Or, if I'm just making up something quick, okay, let me make some cornbread. So super quick and easy. And I just keep it in OXO containers and they're fine. But that's what the brownies look like. That's the recipe that I posted last week on those two. And it's a 1/2 cup of oil for the brownies. And you can just write it on a little thing and stick it inside your container or mason jar. But I would highly recommend you make like a bigger bulk of it. I think I did for 3 pans. I think. So I can always go back in and make 3 more to make it like for 6 pans because I just used one. So, but that brownie came out moist and ooey gooey, and that's the way I like my brownies. I don't like them where they're cake. Mel, can you make me brownies? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I can. Shipping them now, I don't know how long that would take. But if you have a pigeon and you could send it here, I'll send them your way. My other way of looking at it is a lot of, because I know my niece don't really bake and cook too much, but some recipes have so many ingredients that it's like you don't even want to be bothered. Yeah. So I kind of try to keep it clean and very simple, minimal ingredients that you may already have on hand. So, um, thank you. They're from, hi Casey, how are you? They're from my friend Jay. He got me two, let me say, that's the purple one that you're looking at. This one's like a lighter purple, which I had to fix the stick on this one because it was leaning. That one's pink and white. And then this one is the white one that I showed earlier. They're doing well in the window. I think this one may need another zip tie, but I don't have one. And my bread tie has a really short little string. These don't look like zip ties. These look like little clamps. I don't know. I have to figure it out, but thank you. And the purple and white ones down there, I guess it's doing pretty good. Let me see. I will grab it. I think this is the one that fell off the windowsill. Yeah, it is. It lost a lot of the mulch. But there is that one. Doing well. I have to give them ice cubes this week because I didn't last week. I forgot. But this entire time I've been on here, it was so windy. I was telling you that. Sounds like it stopped. It's not sounding all crazy anymore. But anyway. But thank you, Casey. How are you? How are you? How you been? I'm enjoying this very much. You mean much? I did say I was only going to stay on for an hour. I didn't think I could bounce right back into it, but all right, Brook Trail. Let me see. All right, Mel. I'm hitting the hay. I was up at 3:30. Oh, you sound like me yesterday morning. And drove 5 hours to in-laws. Woke up at 4 to drive back today. Quick trip. Oh, for St. Patty's Day. So good night to you and everyone. Thanks, Brook Trail. Enjoy. Technically, St. Patty's Day is tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna, I don't really do the corned beef thing. I have to run out with my friend. I have to get to a printer for my registration. So I have to do that. And I figured while I'm out, I'm gonna grab those pork butts that we like and I'll make Jared and I the cabbage and potato type of deal for dinner tomorrow. And then hopefully, because my friend needs to pick up ink, and then I can't get my registration done because I need a printer. So yeah, but have a great week, Brook Trout. Thanks for coming in, darling. We had, 3 corned beefs, really. I don't know. I only like certain corned beef. I don't know what it is. I don't like that lunch meat corned beef. It's just gross to me. But love yous all. I think I'm going to head out with Brook Trout. I'm going to enjoy my drink because I have dishes to do, Mississippi pot roast to put away, and mashed potatoes to put away. That has a lid on it. And yes, so if you can watch the videos, that would be great. There's my explanation to where I've been, and the new phone, of course, needed that. I'll let you know how these work out for the car hack for your cup holders. And yeah, take care, Melody. You too, CR. Everyone, thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate it if you're watching this back. Thank you, thank you. And I will see you next Sunday and one video this week. What's it going to be? I guess you'll have to tune in to see. But on that note, love yous all. Stay safe. Be careful with these storms. Be blessed. And I will see you next Sunday and one day this week. Probably Tuesday, I think. All right. Love yous all. Stay safe, everyone. God bless.